love to spend time outdoors. I've been riding a bicycle since I was 15 years old. I usually ride 30, 40 miles at a time. Several years ago, many years ago, my dad was retiring from Lawrence Livermore Labs, where he worked in the Bay Area. So they moved up here when he retired, just a mile south of us here. And then many years later, they discovered that he had some problems with his health. He must have lost a kidney during World War II. Well, he made it 16 years on dialysis, which was really quite remarkable. But toward the end there, he started to really struggle. And since we were only a mile away, I'd get phone calls from him a lot. I started seeing things with that old age. He was 88 when he passed away, and a wonderful life. He served in World War II, nuclear physicist, wonderful man. Everybody loved him. He was just great. But I started seeing that dependency at that age. He was depending a lot on my wife and I to really help him out. And I said, you know, that doesn't quite make sense to me, that at that older age, you kind of revert back, you know, to where you're dependent on other people again. And I said, I'm not too keen on having my kids have to look at me, and I don't want to say this wrong, but I don't want to be a burden on anybody. I want to contribute until I check out. You know, I'm just there. That's my personality type. So as I started looking at him and seeing what was going on, unbeknownst to me, I was having a little bit of arrhythmia problem with my heart, a little bit of AFib. Don't know really why, but because I'm pretty healthy. But nonetheless, when I was at my general practitioner, he mentioned to me that he thought next time I had an episode that I had to check into the hospital. So sure enough, it happened. They injected me with some things and it didn't stop. And so they hooked me up with some electronic paddles. And it was just because my heart was irregular. Well, they shocked me, and I said, you know what, I don't think I want to go through this again. And as I talked to the ER doctor, she says, you know, you need to see somebody about this maybe. It may probably be good for you to have yourself checked out. So John Day was the one they recommended. And as we talked back and forth, we kind of hit it off, and he suggested that maybe it would be fun for me to be part of this longevity study that he was involved in. I'd been trying to lose weight. I had served for a period of time outside the state in a very stressful situation. I was a mission president for 435 missionaries for the Mormon Church. So there wasn't an awful lot of time to exercise like I'd been used to. And so consequently, that lifestyle put on a little weight, and I decided I need to get that off. And then I was introduced to this through John Day, and as we started talking about the Longevity Village, he talked about the diets and what people were doing. And just within a few short weeks, I dropped probably 25, 27 pounds. And then to attend his class every week, and to listen about different aspects of extending life cycles and extending life really was exciting to me. And so I subscribed to this wholeheartedly, changed my diet, changed my lifestyle. Having seen my dad where he was, knowing that if things are genetic, I'm headed in the same direction, I thought, you know what, I need to do something about this. There's several different areas that this affects. But the biggest thing, the biggest benefit to this whole thing, I think, has been dropping that extra weight. I noticed that when I get on my bicycle, I have a little bit more stamina, but I can ride a lot better, and I can climb hills a lot better. You know, there's something to this. You know, if you control your diet, you exercise, you get the right amount of sleep, you have the right kind of sociology with your friends and doing the things that you need to socially, I think things work out. And so for the person who's considering doing this, this works for me. And I would bet it would work for most people. If you get committed to it, that's the main thing, is to commit and say, can I commit to this, and can I be convinced that this is the right thing to be doing? I loved going to class and hearing you know, Dr. Day and some of his patients talking about, yeah, I dropped 40 pounds, or I dropped 30 pounds, and I didn't ever feel hungry, you know, doing this. Those types of things really made a difference. I mean, he's very approachable, very easy to listen to, and he doesn't make you feel you're so stupid, why are you doing that? You know, it's a matter of, hey, if you want to live, you know, make some changes, make things work for you. So I'm just grateful for him, for his wife, for the example that he set, and then the encouragement. There's always positive encouragement to do better, which is great.